Welcome back to my channel Bal Vigyan Bharti, and this is your mentor Avilash Sarkar. As you have seen in the last video, we have did some problem solving on the projectile, and now we'll start up a new chapter, that is profit and loss. As I said that I will start a chapter regarding the mathematics. Alternatively, I am doing physics and mathematics, and this time it is the turn of mathematics, and there I have chosen a subject, very simple subject, but sometimes it is very tricky for some cases. So I will start with the basics, and then after I'll move on to the tricky ones. So the subject is called the profit and loss. This is a very you can say easy but interesting subject too, profit and loss. So let me introduce this term in a very general way, that profit and loss in general sense for everybody. You know what is profit. Profit is something when you will gain something. When you will gain something, either it may be anything, we gain something, it is whether it is tangible or intangible, in sense that if gaining is called the profit, if we lose something, that is the loss. Now for our case, as we are doing we are studying in mathematics, so definitely it is not that it is intangible in thing, that is definitely a tangible matter we will discuss with. And to understand that, and that would be very much related to a physical quantity, not that we are talking about anything, it is superficial in nature. So the profit we talk about is basically in case of the financial transaction. So our main concentration, apart from everything that is talked about the profit and loss, we will confine ourselves in case of financial transactions. So for financial transactions, we know when we'll gain financially, that comes under profit, and we'll lose something, that is comes under loss. So what is the profit? When we'll gain something, that means that profit and loss is a factor that would very much relative, because we call it a profit when we know from where we are gaining, and we say it loss when we know from where it is we are losing. So there must be something that is if I am saying that it is very much related to the financial things, so we'll talk about in rupees. We are talking about the Indian domain of representation of any you can say the financial terms in terms of INR, Indian rupees we will talk about. So let's say we are talking about rupees. So we are having profit if something I am gaining more than the boundary. This is a boundary, and I am losing something if I have losing beyond the base value. So this base value or the thing that is a reference point of saying something we are gaining or losing must have some name. This is the base value. If I say that base value in general terms, this is the base value from which if I gain something, it will add up some money there. If I lose something, it will deduct some money there in the final cost. So the base value plus, you can say, gain, we'll call it a value final here, final value. Okay, it's a final value for this. Or from base value, if I lose something, lost, then we'll get another final value. Okay, so this may be the two situation, but base value always be real and unique for any transaction. For any particular transaction, base value is to be unique. It is a constant, you can say. This you can call is a constant. So this base value or the constant one is called the cost price. Cost price. Okay. So we can call it a cost price. The cost price is a fixed price, or a constant one is a constant or fixed. It's called a fixed price. And then adding some gain will give you a final value. This is selling price. That means the sell price. Okay. So this is either side is called sell price. Okay, this either side is called sell price. Whether we'll gain or lose, we'll get the final price that has to be called as a sell price. And sell price is a variable, you can understand. In both case it is variable. This case also variable. In this case also to be called as a variable. Okay. So there is a cost price which is fixed. There is something being added or lost, we'll get a price, sell price, that is variable. So that means these two part also to be variable. This should not be fixed. So these are the terms related to a financial transaction in rupees or INR, which will associate with profit and loss. So we can say, if I in abbreviated form we call it cost price plus profit will give you sell price, or in case of loss, cost price minus loss will give you also sell price. So these are two different transaction, you can say. If we gain, then we add up profit to get sell price. If we loss, we deduct loss to get sell price. Or this can be read as simply cost price plus X is equal to sell price. When X is positive, we call it profit. When X is negative, we call it loss. So accordingly, if you remember this equation, then and when it is profit, that X will come with a positive sign, and if it is a loss, then only X will be minus X and give you sell price, and then we can call it, this will be the equation for loss. Understood? Okay, now come to this equation, which is very known and familiar equation to everybody. And now this is cost price plus profit. I will talk about the first equation, then we will come to the second later. In case of profit, let's say cost price plus profit is equal to sell price. So we can say the sell price minus cost price will give you profit. So that means sell price is more than cost price for profit, we can say. Okay. So how much more? This much more. So if you aware of unitary method, this sell price and cost price is a linear equation that follows. It's a linear equation, equated, you can say linearly varied equation. That means sell price is a function of sell price is a function of profit or profit, you can say that if I consider in case of profit the sell price, so the sell price, you can say the sell price if it is y, that is profit means x plus and constant. This is a linear equation. If I correlate with the linear equation, so this varies, both are order of 1, so that varies linearly. Okay, so now if it is the case, then it will follow unitary method. You know the unitary method, where things varies linearly, that follows unitary method. But why I am saying this? This will be helpful to calculate the fraction of gain. How? Now this SP minus CP is the gain, on what? Because as I said, CP is always constant. So anything deviation from cost price either side will decide the sell price, isn't it? So this has to be fixed, that cost price, so that whatever gain I am gaining, it is on the cost price definitely. So SP minus CP is the gain on cost price. So if in case the gain is 1, then what would be or the either way, for CP, the cost price, the gain is SP minus CP, this much. Okay, because I want to bring the cost price into a unit 1. So if it is the unit 1, then what would be my percentile or fraction of, percentile will come later, but what is the fraction of gain? So for CP be the CP, that means this must be some value. As of now I am taking cost price, on this cost price my gain is this much. So when that is cost price and my gain is this much, when cost price is 1, as unitary method, you know this is CP by SP minus CP by this much. So this is the fraction gain, we can say, because my reference point is CP. For CP I am gaining this much. If it is 1, then my gain is this much. So fraction gain, you can say, because this would be much less than CP, because SP minus CP cannot be equal to CP. It must be, if in case it is higher also, that won't give you any trouble, because this is ratio between the gain and the cost price. So this is fraction gain on what? CP. Now if it is 100, that means why I am taking 100, that means the percentage of gain. Now is this boundary is, if it is fixed on some point 100, because 100 is such a point on that the variation can be treated very easily. So that's why, and 100 is also a representation of a percentile. So if it is 100, so my gain is CP into 100, and that would be a percentile. This is nothing but the percentage gain. Understood? So that's why I said, as it is linearly related, it would follow the unitary method, and from that unitary method we can get what is the percentage gain. Okay, so in case this thing varies, whatever it is varies, the gain also will react with this formula. This is the, we can say, the profit or gain. So this is the formula of profit. Understood? So profit or gain in percentage is this much, profit in fraction is this much, profit in numerical is this much. If I know the cost price, the profit is directly the selling price minus the cost price. The SP means selling price, okay, and CP means cost price. So this is the base or the fixed price. This is the variable price. P is the profit. So profit in term and numerical value, that will come in INR or rupees is profit. This will be the fraction because this unit and this unit are same. So this will only a number. This will be only a number and this will be a percentile. Percentage you can say. So these are the three mode that profit can be denoted or calculated or represented. Okay, so profit in rupees, SP minus CP, profit in fraction, SP minus CP by CP, and profit in percentile, SP minus CP, this into 100 percentage. Understood? Okay. Now let me write the last equation to get more information out of this relation. So profit we said is equal to SP minus CP by CP. Now I am taking this part only. Now what is SP? SP minus CP is equal to P into CP. Okay. Now what is SP? CP will go this side. CP plus P into CP. Now take CP common. It will be 1 plus P. So your SP can be written as again with this formula. 1 plus P into CP will be the SP. Again. Now profit, again I can write it 100. That will be the percentage of profit. This represents the percentage of profit. Okay. So SP minus CP into 100 is equal to CP into P percentage. You can write. So SP minus CP, we can write CP by 100 into P percentage. So SP is equal to CP plus CP by 100 into P percentage. This also can be written. Or one more step, 1 plus P by 100 percentage. This is also can be written for SP. This is the equation and the equation. So one equation is SP is equal to CP into 1 plus P. That will give you the fractional value. Means from that fractional value P there is a fraction with respect to SP and CP. This is the percentage. Understood? Okay. Fine. Now, if we say that what could be the difference when we consider the loss? As you said, SP minus CP, what do you say? Profit is equal to SP minus CP by CP, isn't it? Now, if I represented profit as X, not P or something, X, what do you think when X is said to be minus X? Then definitely this is loss. So put it minus X. So this is SP minus CP by CP. So what is your X then? Is equal to, that minus will go that side, SP minus CP by CP. So it will be CP minus SP by CP. So this is your L, loss, because X is minus X only, that is called loss. So in this case X is called to be loss. Only sign is taken to understand this is loss. So that sign will change the equation as reverse. What is that? 1 minus SP by CP, which is loss. For profit, what is the case? SP minus CP by CP. So that is SP by CP minus 1. And this case it is 1. So that means profit is always greater than, means it is 0. SP by CP always greater than 1. So 1, which is something greater than 1 minus 1 is equal to greater than 0. But this case it is this could also be greater than 0. That doesn't mean, but the thing will change. Means this case SP by CP greater than 1. In this case, this is, if I say greater than 1, loss also to be numerically greater than 1. So in this case, SP by CP is less than 1. This ratio will be less than 1. Okay, these are the only representation. Need not to confuse all this. Only things you have to consider on the equation. So in this case, loss is 1 minus SP by CP. For profit is SP by CP minus 1. This much you have to remember. If you remember this much only, there will be no problem for you. Okay, so loss is equal to, so what would be the percentage if I say? It will be multiplied by 100 percentage, as it is profit percentage means multiplied by 100 percentage. We did the same thing. Okay, so if I want to put a linear equation of loss, what we can write? We know loss is equal to CP minus SP, because cost price is more than selling price, then we are losing. And physically, if you understand that when cost price is more than selling price, that means we are losing something. When selling price is more than cost price, is we are always gaining. So for loss, CP will be more than, so CP minus SP equal to loss into CP, and then SP equal to CP minus L into CP, then CP equal to 1 minus L. This case SP is equal to this one. For profit, SP was equal to CP into 1 plus profit. Get the difference? Fine? Okay. So I will keep it up to this, because the basic you understood. What is the relation between profit and the cost price and the sell price? What is the relation between the loss and the cost price and the sell price? This is the basic I did. And the rest of the theory I will do in my next video. Okay. So thank you for now. Good night.